I know this has been spoken about ad nauseum. Every pundit on television, every news guy, sports anchor, everybody's weighed in, said their little piece. Everybody on YouTube has said something about it. I know people are probably tired of hearing it, but shit like this, man, your face needs to be plastered all over everything. You need to know that shit you're doing is wild, man. And this stuff right here, man, nipping it in the bud early, going through what he's got to go through, just might save Ja Morant's life, might save his career. You never know what could happen down the line. Just seems like, according to the stories, man, he's been out of control. Doesn't seem like it. He has. He's out of control. The stories left speculation, prior. You didn't know what was true or not. They were denying claims, but you saw certain things. I remember the tweet threatening to give somebody hollow tips. You know what I'm saying? It's been all type of different things with guns, man. The Indiana Pacers situation, the red beam, and all of that. Was it homeboy or brother? One or the other gets banned for, I believe, a year from NBA games. I may have it wrong, but something like that. Then you got the situation with the 17-year-old at the house. Now I understand, and I mean, hell, 17-year-olds, I don't know what this motherfucker look like. He could be huge. They're not small fries. I wasn't little when I was 17. Pretty sure a grown man will go at me the same way at 17 if I was going at them, doing something. But it turned, allegedly it was a basketball game that turned physical, and it turned into, something completely else, something else. It's all alleged details right now. Ja Morant pulls out or came out with a gun and probably told dude to get lost. We don't have enough information to say who's wrong or right in, regarding that, everything that was, reported. Don't have enough information. I know people want to make it all, it's a kid. He did that to a kid. They're trying to frame it within that. Come on, man. Yeah, he's a youngin', but he's right there on the cusp of 18. And like I said, I don't know his physical stature. I don't know what he was doing. He's big enough to where he can do some damage. We're not talking about a 10-year-old or something here. But with all these allegations, man, all these allegations of Ja Morant, and it was funny, man. I was at work and I was talking to a coworker about it, and as I'm talking to him about it, I wanted to see, what else was going on with him. Up on Twitter, went on Twitter, and first thing I see on there is Ja Morant flashes a gun on IG Live. First thing I'm thinking, there's just no way. There's no way this is real. No way this is real. He can't be this dumb. He does this morning. First of all, right after a loss, they had got their ass whooped by Denver. In the middle of a playoff push, trying to get their seeding right now. They're trying to get their their consistency back in order, because they've been on a slump. But they go to Denver and they get ran by them, the number one seeded team. With Memphis being number 2. I'm thinking like, man, there's just no way he's at the club and then doing this shit. Maybe it's an old video. couple of thoughts ran through. Maybe it's a lighter, all right? But let's say that it was a lighter, a gun lighter. Y'all ever seen those little gun lighters? Shit. And that was a small little gun that he had, like little deuce or a 2.5 or something like that. But like, let's say in the instance that it was a gun lighter, he would deserve to be suspended just for that. Because with all the allegations that you had going against you, and you're basically mocking the league, which you're representing a brand every time you go out. You represent multiple brands. You with the league. You're with Nike now. They swapped out Kyrie for you. It's funny. Kyrie, all he did was share a link to something and got labeled something that was completely false. But Ja Morant has all this stuff, beating up security guards, flashing guns, threatening people on Twitter, just thing after thing, and then pulls this shit. It's crazy, man. And it's gotten deeper. It's gotten even deeper because now they're investigating when he actually had the gun. Did he bring it on the team plane? He's being investigated by the Colorado, I believe, Denver police because, you know, he's got it. It's against their law. It's illegal to bring it in the clubs, right? Now, I'm not for all, you know, gun laws and all that crap, but I mean, shit, if it was by the discretion of the club owner, if they wanted to make that decision, shit, they have every right to. If it went against their personal rules, but you know, we won't even get into all that gun law discussion right now. We won't get into that type of discussion, other than the fact that Ja Morant, he has every right to own a gun, protect himself. He's got a lot of money. Pretty sure, you know, he's got security. He's got guys around him that hold him down. But at the same time, you want to be able to hold yourself down, too. He's got every right to do that. But why the fuck are you flashing your shit on camera, letting it be known, especially with the situation that you going through? These dudes are wild, man. I see a lot of cats talking about, man, because, you know, it's about, the narrative is about Ja, you know, he wants to be street, shit like that. And I've seen a lot of people saying that, you know, he's from the suburbs and went to the private school because of that meme where they're using the 8 Mile, Eminem's battle on stage. I've seen a lot of the comments, man, and seems like where he's from is, you know, a rough area. Like I said, I don't have all the details, but seems like where he's from is an actual rough area in hood. He didn't go to a private school. I don't know why any of that matters. Some of the most notorious mobsters came from good places. So that has nothing to do with being a gangster, but you know, I guess you're talking about the whole hood mentality and everything. But you know, talking about how, you know, narrative about how gangsters move, and I've seen a few saying, you know, real gangsters don't even move like that. And, more times than not, nah, they don't. Niggas keep it low. They not trying to get hemmed up. But I mean, that's how a lot of these niggas move. I come from that element. I've seen it. That's how a lot of these cats move. And even if you don't come from that element and you see, you can take a look and see what's going on, on these IG lives and with these rappers and everything. And they They hood. They come from rough spots, but they get in to get the floss and they shit and front and they move and end up catching RICO cases and all type of cases because they running their damn mouth or they being boastful. Ja Morant's got that type of energy. He's always had it. You know, flying the grill with the chain and everything. He's appealing to young, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say all hood black boys, but you know, young black boys who, you know, about that swagger, got that swagger to them. You know, playing basketball. He's real appealing to them, the youth. Because he's got that look. He's always had that look. I've seen it in him since he came into the league. I always said he looked like somebody badass little cousin or something, man. That's what Ja Morant, you know. But this is, you know, it's cornball shit, man. Now look what you did. I don't know if the NBA is gonna come down strong. Damn lucky you ain't in the David Stern era, because that punishment would have been handed down already. Because David Stern don't play that shit. David Stern don't play that shit. He's already been through the whole Allen Iverson era. Now Allen Iverson always conducted himself well in public. Now, how can I say that he'd be on the same type of stuff Ja Morant would be on? I don't know. There wasn't all the camera phones, wasn't all the IG Live and all of that crap back then where you, I don't know. I don't know. There's been that comparison. There's always been that comparison with Ja Morant and Allen Iverson. But this is sad, man. What are you trying to prove to anybody? You trying to act like a fucking rapper, man. He ain't trying to be no gangster. He trying to be the rapper. That's where y'all getting it wrong. Y'all think he be in the street, nigga. Nah, he trying to be a rapper. He's trying to have the persona of a rapper. He's a basketball fucking player. One of them hood street rappers. It's all right to protect yourself. There's nothing wrong with having a gun, but when you have it under the circumstances that you have it and all the allegations that you have, and you decide to flash it on camera, should nobody even be knowing you have one unless something arises and your life is in danger and you defending yourself or defending your family. Other than that, shouldn't even be nobody know what's going on with you. You fronting your move, man. You fronting your move and you giving people the drop on you, on how to approach you, how to come at you. You know what I'm saying? And why are you even in that type of environment? Should be working on your game. You should be working on that jump shot, because that needs a lot of improvement. Imagine Ja Morant with a consistent jump shot. Unstoppable. But you know, when you're in the clubs, man, in the strip club after a loss, you got guys like, you know, a lot of guys try to mimic Floyd Money Mayweather. You know, the boxers and stuff like that. They tried to mimic his brash, his bravado and everything like that. How he used to stir up shit before the fights. They try to mimic that. But one thing they couldn't mimic was his dedication to his craft. And even after a win, he was in the gym, making sure that he keeps that, he's always thinking in his mind. Guys like that, guys like Kobe Bryant, those type guys, the Michael Jordans, they believe that there's always somebody who can be better. So they always should be sharpening up their skills. You and I don't want to single out Ja Morant on that, but come on, it's after a loss, man. I think Ja Morant is going to come from this a lot better. I think he's going to learn from this. We're not talking about guys with, kind of, these mental issues, Antonio Browns. My guy, even though, he's a good dude, Ron Artest, met a world peace. He was kind of off. You know what I'm saying? I think this is going to be a learning experience for Ja Morant. I think he's going to learn from his mistakes. I think he's going to do better, but he's got to go through the trial now that he put himself through. He's got to lay in the bed that he made, make these stupid decisions, and time to grow up. Time to grow up. Where's his dad? What's his dad saying? Y'all stop with that narrative too, talking about, I guess this proves that a two-parent household will make. Oh, shut up. Shut up. An exception does not prove the rule. Have y'all heard that 1,000 times? The exception does not prove the rule. It's all about prevention. And we know that two-parent households and the father being involved, and yeah, it's more likelihood of success. I mean, shit, look at the boy. No matter what, the shortcomings are or whatnot, still in the NBA making millions. Now it's time for more growth. And that's simple, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Anything that I might have missed. I know I've gone on for a while, but yeah, it's the grit culture. I'll holler at y'all later.